He can build stone walls, or he can paint a picture, or he can, make lights and stained glass, and you name it, and he can do it.
My wife refers to Steve as a Renaissance man, and he probably truly is a Renaissance man.
He is trained with some really amazing artists, and I think you are a reflection of who you train, with. I trained with my dad, and you can see my dad's art in mine. You develop a style, and he has a very unique style, and people love his art.
Well, I started painting probably 20 years ago, but I always dabbled in sketching and charcoal drawings, and I was accepted as a local artist to study and work with Ben Long. He's a famous fresco artist. A few years later, I got the opportunity to study with an Italian artist, Egidio Antonaccio, and he taught me a good many things, but he sent me in a roundabout way to an artist he studied under, Edward Smid. Right after studying with him, I got into a gallery in Carmel, California. The whole gallery was my paintings, and it went well for years. I started painting to Clint Eastwood's wife, one to Secretary of State James Baker. He has one of my paintings. But that's when I decided to do my own thing, and I started a gallery at my home, and then have expanded to buying the building downtown, and that's where I show now.
So we had looked around in town to see what was available, and the biggest building in town, the largest, tallest building in town, happened to have been the old Parkway Theater. And the building we purchased was built in 1938, and we had always loved the exterior of it. It's an Art Deco building.
Abandoned, run down, the roof was leaking, and Lisa and I bought it and renovated it and turned it into an art gallery and antique store.
So each panel in here is a different artist, and all of the artists are from this particular area. We also have jewelry, we have clothing, antiques, we have some ceramics work, we sell Oriental rugs.
Yes, I sell my artwork, and we've had as many as 12 other artists showing.
When we started off, of course, we were looking towards the entire community being successful, not just us, because you can't be successful by yourself. So, of course, Steve's artistic eye scoped around and decided what he could do or what he could offer to make the town more appealing.
He's also done what is a real benefit to the community. We call it the 3 cows. If you look way behind me, you'll see the Ash Cheese Store. And he looked at these milk containers out in front of that cheese factory for years, and all of a sudden in his creative mind he saw cows. So he designed and built a platform for the heads that you can see on the cows, but we now refer to West Jefferson as the 3-cow town.
To teach himself how to type, he sat down and started making up a story. And so, like everything else he does, that story led to months and months and months of work.
I have to have a reason for doing things. I mean, I've taught myself how to do fine woodworking by building a row-top desk. While I was writing the book, I had to use other books, novels and things that I had read. When I got to places in the book that I needed to learn about sentence structure and how I wanted to make it sound, I would just grab a book and read in it and try to find a place and see how they worked through that.
They conceptualized this place when it was a forest. They came and saw everything that other people don't see. He took it like a canvas. He approached it like, I don't want it to be flat, I need it to have depth, so I need this tree to be here so it creates this. You know what I mean? Who thinks like that? Steve does.
Well, on our 30th year, he found a parcel of land that he called me at work to come and look at one day.
This farm, when we bought it, was probably 60, 70 years old. No one had done a thing to it. It was all overgrown. So I built and designed a new road coming in that opened up the land. Had to clear probably 15 acres of land. And I built a bridge and a pond and waterfall and planted several hundred trees and built an overlook at the highest part of our property that you can see every major mountain in our county, Ashe County. I've designed and drawn plans for some buildings and landscape design, and I wanted to build a building, the concept of it to be like a lodge or a mountain home. So I designed the building and built it myself. I've designed this house to include a place to sell my artwork, a place for me to paint, woodworking shop, and living quarters.
Well, we bought 25 more acres that adjoined our land. We're going to get involved in what's called glamping, glamour camping. It would kind of be an off-the-grid type of thing, and so we invite everybody to come and commune with the animals and get into the farm experience.
He and his wife, they're just a driving force together. They feed off of each other and come up with these fabulous creative ideas. They're the epitome of creativity. And we're just so lucky to have them in this county. Everything that people see, there's something that a Willingham had to do with.